Felipe.
We're the Postmodern family.
We are Americans living in the UK, living a traditional life.
Today we are heading over to D-Day celebration
in Southsea. So excited to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the epic, most complex, largest seaborne landing in wartime ever to save Western civilization. And so here we are, took some time off from work and we're gonna go to Portsmouth. We've already missed the Queen and the President doing their thing in the morning.
U.S. President.
The U.S. President. What other president would I be talking about?
Number 45.
45. Impeach 45.
What?
Impeach 45.
We didn't bring our MAGA hats. Look, it's a doggy! 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 I have no idea.
Where are we all going?
I don't even know.
It's funny how we all
Let's just go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the
Well, by the time this vlog has aired, you would have heard all of our patriotic music numbers that we put out to coincide right with the 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings, in which Lillian sang beautiful top British patriotic songs. And we really do hope that you enjoyed that. And our goal was really to honor all the men and women who served and sacrificed so much that we might enjoy freedom. And this vlog is about how we went to Portsmouth to enjoy the festivities for the 75th anniversary. So we got to see the Red Arrows, walk around this carnival atmosphere. We did just miss the Queen. I couldn't get out of work early enough to catch the Queen, but we did try. And it was pretty cool because I thought, well, it's going to be a terrible thing to get into Portsmouth driving because it's going to be probably jam-packed, rush hour traffic, or the beginning of rush hour traffic. But on my way there, I thought, why don't we stop at a train station before Portsmouth, like maybe 2 or 3 train stations before Portsmouth, and catch the train down rather than driving down and parking. And as I headed towards I forget what the stop was that I was intending to go to, it was just north of Portsmouth. And as I was heading to that train stop, I saw signs for Park and Ride for the D-Day celebration. And so we followed the signs, and it turns out that they had set up free bus rides free coach rides, down to Portsmouth with free parking. So we just pulled in, parked, and there was a bus leaving right when we got there, and we hopped on, and it was about a half-hour drive down into Portsmouth. And yeah, it was so cool. There were so many families and people out to celebrate this momentous event in man's history. And there were a lot of funny comments like, oh, now that the Donald is gone, maybe it won't be so full and crazy. And I was kind of partly hoping to see some protesters. I wanted to film them and maybe just chat with them and see what it was all about. But by the time we got there, which was, I think it was around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there were no protesters. But yeah, there was loads of people out, and the stage was still there where the Queen spoke, but no one was on the stage, and there was just a bunch of people out and about eating food, and we got to see the red arrows right on the water, and that was really fun. And Doris really enjoyed it. She was giving a running commentary and asking me, you know, Daddy, how is it that they can drive those airplanes and things like that? And everyone around us was enjoying that running commentary, and it was really sweet. I think ultimately it was great to see some British patriotic spirit. There were a few people wearing Union Jacks as like sweaters and jackets. I didn't see any flags being waved, however. I thought I would see that, but there wasn't any. Yeah, just an all-around good time. Although the Queen and the stage was empty, there was video playing on these big projector screens, and they were interviewing veterans and sort of reliving the event. And that was the day before. The day that we went to Portsmouth was the day before some of those veterans who did parachute into Normandy tandem parachuted with other parachute regiment individuals from the services into Normandy again. And that was really awesome. That was really awesome. But as far as celebrating D-Day landings in the UK, there's really nothing that compares in the US, because World War II, World War I, those were fought on foreign lands to Americans. So it's hard to get into a celebratory or honoring mode on your own country's soil about a war that men fought outside native soil. Thank God that they fought outside of native soil so that citizens and families, women and children were not subject to it. But still, it's different where you're so close to the theater of war, where you're in the theater of war, where people were bombed, where the risk of invasion was real, and then the citizens experienced deprivation, food shortage, electricity shortage, petrol shortage, rationing, etc. And so for that, the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren of those people, it's a different significance for them. And I'm just trying to as best I can to connect to that, although it's difficult because, as I said, we didn't experience it in the same way. And so it's really admirable and such a wonderful testimony to the resilience of Western civilization and to Brits in general. So we had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyway, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this little episode.
So you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we also have t-shirts at teespring.com, and then we also have Patreon, so you can check us out and tune in to our live stream once a month if you're a patron.
Bye.